Hello, today our lesson is entitled Big Numbers. We're going to start with our math message. Why do we need commas in numbers like this one? Think about what do those commas do for us? Well, they help us identify place value, basically. So they're going to help us identify thousands, millions, billions, and so on. So how would we say this particular number? We would say 650,398. And as you can see, I have some of the place value positions labeled. So it makes it a little bit easier for you to determine the value of that number. We don't always have those labels, however. So let's take a look at this place value chart. And what we're going to do is we're going to ignore the decimal columns. I just used the same chart that we had from another lesson, just made it a little bit easier today. And you can see that I have filled in digits in 6 of those place values spots. So how would we say this number? 900,000, because we've got a 9 in the hundred thousands position, and then we don't have anything else in the other places, so we just have 900,000. What about this one? If you said 124,500, you would be correct. How about this one? 9 million. We're getting bigger. Look at this one. Can you say that one? We're going to say 54,405,072. Say that. Great. Okay, oh, we've gotten even bigger. How would we say this one? Now, having those columns at the top should help you. We look at the first 3 digits, and we're going to say 183, and then look up at your place value chart at the top. We've got million. So we're going to say 183 million, and then we go to the next 3 columns, and we're going to say 7,000, look at the top, and then 694. If you got that right, that's fantastic. What about this one? So go 3 digits by 3 digits here. Think about the first 3. We're going to say 204. Look up at the top of your chart, million. Then go to the next 3. 158. Look at the top of the chart, 1,000. And then the next 3, 789. We put it all together, we say 204,158,789. Now, this time I want you to take a look at the number, and we're going to use words to write the value of this number. So how would we do that? Well, I've got a little bit of a shortcut, because when we have a number this large, we want to kind of write it in word form, but not so much. So we would make it look like this. 8,398,436. Do you see how I did that? The 8 was in the billions column. 398 was in the millions, and then our 436 in the last 3 columns. So let's take a look at this one. How would we write that one in the same kind of word form that I showed you above? We would write it like this. 23,6,000,047. What about this one? 498,070,412. Now, in this lesson, you're going to have to be able to reverse and place those numbers in the chart like we were doing to begin with. So an example would be if I gave you 300,400 in word form, you would need to be able to put that in the place value chart. So we would place it, the 300 in the thousands spot of the chart and the 400 in the ones spot on the chart. If we had this number, 208,350,500, we would put the 208 in the millions section, the 350 in the thousands section, and then the 500 in the ones section. Okay, to summarize what we've done today, we learned how commas help with place value. We wrote numbers in word form. And we took numbers in word form and we placed them in the place value chart. So again, you have a reference in the back or the front of your student math journal. So that will help you with your place value positions. You always have your SRB to take a look at if you get stuck, but please use those as a reference during work time in class, and hopefully that will help you determine the value of your digits. If you have questions, please write them down in your notes and be ready to ask me when you get to class. Thank you.